Okay, so I came and checked out this is the 6-hour chart, and I was just analyzing this, looking at this consolidation here, seeing the steps up and the rapid run down, the sweep of this, and you see the stab in it, and we see price come up and come down, creating an order block. Price ran up above that order block, and then each this run up, displacement, see the fair value, multiple fair value gaps, creates another order block, bullish order block. We have another set of displacement with fair value gaps, creates another order block, and comes down and spikes in. So this spike here, I want to see because at this point, this would be an entry on here based on my order flow growing into this order flow and trying to catch continuation trades instead of reversal trades. So we have this burst here, maybe that's one burst, created an order block. Another burst is the second burst. Now this would be a low, a high, a higher low. This would be that initial W, a reversal thingamabob. But this, I would still just see it as two different. I mean, liquidity sell side has been taken here, not over here though. But this is a good, amount of liquidity taken. So this burst up and it did it again. So this, these down closes here are really, it's a good order block, a really good order block. And then I have a second set, and then I have an order block that forms. Price drops down. It could have ended up being two order blocks. It didn't. Price ran back up. So it's this one, and then this is the stab. This is a significant order block here because it's a part of mitigation coming into fair value gap, imbalances. It runs up, and you see price come down strike here. But for right now, I want to analyze this. I said let me analyze this. So we see that this is a 6-hour chart. So this here opened. Okay, open right there at 12 p.m. All right, so what I did was, so for me to analyze this, I want to get the order block down. So I took this here, and I dropped this down here. This is just to give the, I'm just marking out the, and let me change this here. Alright, let's do that. That'll be easier, simpler. Alright, so I got that down. So we know that price a lot of times likes to come out and come down into the first quarter. So 12 o'clock comes, drops down within the first quarter, which is also, this here will be an inversion. What do you call the block? These equal up closes here. This wick here, right here. So price came down, struck it, and it's within that first quarter. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to go to 12. So what ranges do I analyze around 12? To 12 to 12:30, right? What's the next one? 1:30 to 2. So let's drop down now. I'm going to leave this one. And we're going to come to the 15-minute chart for that analysis. Okay. Alright. And there we go here. Alright. So this is the arrow that I sat out. This arrow was initially, I didn't want to drop the black lines down. But this is the first quarter right here. So now what I did was I then came and I got this fib. Now I'm going to do what I normally would do. Now So I would see that on the 6 hour, okay, I would see that that price already ran above this order block. So this is a low, high, lower low. Okay, so I know that this is a mitigation block. Okay, these up closes, or this single up close here, or the series, or the stronger one will be this one. But in any event, we see that. So I'm expecting. So once this one comes, and now 12 comes, I'm expecting a tag of the order block, because there's fair value gaps here too. So that's what I'm expecting. So here we go. Back to the 15. And now on the 15, let's go to 12. Okay. So remember, this is the top over here. Okay. So the top over here. So we're going to combine time and price. Okay. So this is 12. Okay. This is 12.15. So now I'm going to come down to here. Okay, so this is the highest high. Remember, this opened at 12.15. This next candle opened at 12.30. So that was it. The time it opened, and then it, took the low. So right now it took the low here. And let me switch this to. Look at that. What do you see? Price came right down to 2.5 and turned around and went. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, us knowing, now I'm going to make this bigger just for, to have a better view. Okay. Thicker. Okay, so these two candles here is the half an hour between 12 and 12:30. Now prior to, once this is over, when that popped out like that, price went up one more time into the 75. So remember, a lot of times, once the range is created, price can then come to that last quarter, okay, and then just continue down. So now, if I know that price is on its way down, if I wanted to take a risk at short around here, if I saw something that was nice, okay, if I saw something that, mind you, this is the 15 minute. If I saw something nice here, I could have took the risk on it, expecting the low to be taken out. And I know the draw is down below this here, and hopefully to this here. Okay, for it to come in and fill in, that first quarter. Okay, came short, shy of hitting it. That's no problem. The bottom lines came all the way down. We also have this PD array right here, new day opening gap, where we see that price kept, respecting. Buyers a little tight on it. So, all right. So that's something that could have been shortened down, but let's stay to the point of just looking for an entry down here and not play both sides. Okay, so but just to note, that's how it came. So but this would have been dropped here at 12:30, and would have been monitoring. We'll see it came down to close to 1 with this here, and ran up, came back up in here, and we see it came up to 50%. See that, right? This is signature. See that? Came up to 50%. Tag that. Came back up, gave another tag to it. Okay, next we have 130. Okay, so between 130 and 2, we won't count this candle. It opened at 2. That's it. So let's drop another one. Here we go. Here to here. This is the 130, 145, and that entire 15 would have finished. It completed it, and we see price. Again, the same thing that happened here, where price rose up, tagged, went through it, and the body respected the 75 right there. See that? That last quarter. What do we see here? The exact same thing. There goes the quarter. That last quarter up there. Price comes up. Tags the 45. Open there, came up. Dropped down. And look, it won. It's another area where price likes to turn around at. So at this point, once price came down, it came into here. This is where we would have been. Okay, see this here? This here is a valid swing high. Okay, this here is a valid swing low, but they're stacked, so it's not the best thing, but it's a low, high, low, came up, made another low here, high, low. So this is a low, a higher low. This is a low, a higher low, low, high, higher low. And once price closed here, over here, could have closed above the bodies here. This could have been, a spot to get in right here. But if we're gonna wait for all of the, this whole entire move, the next thing to get in at is the next order block. Okay, so if I'm gonna wait for there to be strong displacement in the order block, and I'm getting in on that FPFVG / order block, that would be right there, that one. 8 p.m. See that? 8 p.m. 8 p.m. price comes and taps it, comes up, and it's ugly, so we're just running sideways. And drops down. And then eventually, goes into the next day and eventually launches off. The strike of this order block, and then see how price closed. Not even so from here to here, the 50% mark. The body didn't even close. It closed above it, so that's a great signature. So let's take a look at this area now. Now the nighttime ones. We know that 6 so this is, I got it, so this here's a new day, gap down, came up, okay, so 6 to 7, that would have brought some projections, and also it's a stack both ways, so 6 to 7, okay, so this is the high and low, this occurred inside of it, and this more than likely, this strike here is more than likely the the last quarter. So let's just get it down. This is the high and low, and there it is, 75. That last quarter price, I see that happen so often. So price came down and hit that 75, and now let's get the time on that. That's 8 p.m. Okay, so now I'm going to go from the 15 down to the 1. I'm actually gonna drop it. Should I drop it on this? No, that's not open. Alright, so the 15 when it opened, that's the line there for the open. So let's now go to, I'm gonna go straight to the 1 minute. That's what I'm gonna do. Straight to the 1. There we go, right there. Look at this, beautiful. That That is wonderful right there. Okay, price, the last final quarter. Okay, price, and when did this open? 8, and okay, yeah, so this was a part of 50, right here, 50. Okay, so this is so cool because this is going to be, okay, so 50 to 55, we can see a clear accumulation, and then 55 to 8, we see manipulation. We have accumulation, manipulation, drops out of this range, sweeps this range here, comes down, and then it's accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. Then it distributes. So we have the first move here, boom, boom, up, and then 10 comes, and 10 is now the new time. So we have a order block here, and is there right there? I don't think so. But yeah, we would get in on the top of this. Doesn't happen. Runs up, doesn't drop back down and tap it, and creates a new order block here above this. So this makes it even stronger because it now ran above. Have a low, high, low, low. Close up above, comes down, and is there So this last up close is not the highest though, but it is up close, low, high, low, low. That's the last. Let's see. This is the last up close, but this is the strongest, thickest one. So now I'm just looking at the time. I'm seeing this here is the high. You know, the time, the price, 47.25. Let me see what the low, 47.25, 47 even. Okay, so this did come down and tap this green one here. So if I wanted to get in at that could have been that. This is also a miniature low, high, lower low. This is a breaker here, and it did a displacement up, but this is the low, high, lower low here. This is a market structure shift right here, or a change in the state of delivery. So I could have gotten straight right there. We have what I'm starting to see now. I saw Dodgy, and I'm seeing Dodgy, and I'm seeing Justin use these inversion fair value gaps. I think they are very important. They're not. Everybody's not stressing how important they are. Like, this might be the object that price is actually referring to. So yeah, so it broke that inversion fair value gap, and broke through strongly. The next one gapped up. Stop loss could have been down here. The time is good. It's 7. Yeah, the 7s like to run sometimes. When you see those 7s run, it's really nice. We at price, and we at the time, the 50 macro started, which gave accumulation, manipulation, and then distribution. We can bring this to the 15-second chart. Wow, that would have been horrible. We're at 7. Oh yeah, I might not even have data for this. Might be too far gone. noticed that. Yeah, this still doesn't. Yeah, the 10th is as far as it can go. So, yeah. Alright, well, that's the little lesson I want to have. It's 20 minutes long. Yeah, I want that out. Then I want that. What happened to them? There it is, yeah. Alright, so we can see that the time was right. It lined up with the price. We have the inversion for value gap that price ran through. We can see we have here. Okay. So we have these high, low high, lower high. Okay, so we have this trend line effect here. All our liquidity above that. And we also have the other side of the 6 to 7 to beat the target. And we would have just automatically got in and targeted this low, and that would have been 11. And let's see, let's do any other. Yeah, a lot of times you can target even if really like the 50, or at least this much minimum of that. There's that. We made it to that. Yeah, that's it. And that would have been obtained in how much time? We just got in there. 30 minutes. This is beautiful. Okay, so what I do want to do is I want to check, because I've been doing that, trying to line up S&T as well. So I need to get this date here, 7/8 p.m. The 7th at 8 p.m. Okay, so now just looking at this is the baby. Okay, I'm looking at the formation of this order block here, and this order block has taken this little swing here. I know this is blocking. Right, so let me just move it over more to see if there's a different kind of essence. But it did cross here. Yeah, so there's no real, like, something that really stands out with S&T besides that. That's the only thing. Now, what we could do also is to check for S&T concerning the strike. So that was 6. Okay, that was 6. He ran deeper than this one on the 75. Did the same thing. Basically tapping. Tapping there, bang. So we both didn't do, yeah, so no real, strong, So another thing I like to look at is something I call body S&T. Close is 75.50. 75.50. And his close exactly 75.50. You see that? So this, let's see this. 75.50 also. So all these are straight, exactly 75.50. So these are all 50s with that on the body. See that? So this is straight across body. And this one, body here, and the lowest body here, even though we're really looking at this part here, it's right there. We actually do have SMT. Body's held higher than this one. Body closed. Now this one, yeah. So, check that out. Alright, so that's something to keep in mind. I know that if I have my charts, yeah, I think I might want to put up one of my charts to be live. Yeah, I think I might want to do that to look for this is like, you see how easy it is to see. Alright, well, yeah, so there you have it. How that trade could have been taken. Alright, we return this back. Alright, later.